Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 522. If you are writing a book or thinking about it or trying to finish a book you've started writing, or perhaps you need help reaching more readers to let them know about your book, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh, also known as Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and these three things have the ability to turn someone who barely sees themselves as a writer into a published book author. They are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. Good writing is supposed to evoke sensation in the reader, not the fact that it is raining, but the feeling of being rained upon. E.L. Doctorow. And yes, this is true. Writing should do that. And by the way, writing should be fun. And I'm not saying it always is, because writing, of course, like anything else in life, can be stressful. We can easily overcomplicate it, overthink it, and question our talents and abilities while doing it. This is true. That's why today I'm going to share with you three pretty easy to implement tips to make your writing process less complicated and hopefully less stressful. These are kind of three hacks, if you think about it. 3 hacks to get you from point A to point B being the completion of your book, a well-written book, with less writing stress along the way. Tip number 1, intentionally use the simplest words and phrases possible. You could even assign yourself an exercise to master this skill. Write like you're writing to a 4th grader. The less you intentionally try to overcomplicate your writing with fancy words and phrasing and trying to show how smart you are, because we're such smarty pants writers, the less you try to do that, and those are the words and phrases, by the way, when you try to overcomplicate things, that's usually when you lose your readers. So those are the things that go over people's heads. So the less you do that, the easier and more fun it will be to write your book. Number 2, write with specificity, especially in your stories and scenes. The more you can put us as your readers into the room, so to speak, by sharing details, and again, this is fiction and nonfiction. I have to specify this because you nonfiction authors, you should definitely be including stories, whether it's your own personal stories or just other, stories that you've found out there that support your points. But when you're sharing a story, put us in the room with the people in the story. The more you do this, the more enjoyable it will be for us as your readers and also for you to write those scenes and stories. It's actually fun when you're very descriptive and you're putting yourself in the room as you're writing it. It's a pretty fun thing versus just kind of, laying out a scene that, it gets us from point A to point B, but it's not very exciting. That's not fun at all. So this will make your writing process go faster, and of course, your book will be better. And number 3, here's another exercise to simplify your writing. Challenge yourself to use the shortest sentences possible. Now, as I mentioned in a recent episode, I learned this valuable lesson. Well, I didn't really learn it. It was reinforced for me while ghostwriting a children's book for a client. And it really is a fantastic exercise in mastering brevity. Put only the words you need in each sentence and no more. This will make for an easier book to read and better paced sentences, paragraphs, and really the pacing of the book will improve. Just, use only the words you need in each sentence, no more. I hope those 3 tips help you write a book more enjoyably with less stress. And as always, thank you for joining me here on your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And I would love to see you in my Inc. Authors group on Facebook, so please drop by and let us know how we can support your writing goals. Until tomorrow, happy writing.